It's a snowy day here in Exeter, and we have a short update for you. The deliberative session, the proposed pocket park to celebrate Black history on Swayze Parkway, and more. This is the Exeter Biweekly Report, and I'm Hillary Donnell. Let's get started. The deliberative session was held on February 6th at Exeter High School. Here is a short update on the warrant articles. The Exeter deliberative session, which typically takes half a day, was finished in just under an hour and a half. All 19 warrant articles will proceed to the ballot as written, with only one amendment for Article 12 to fix a typo regarding the correct figures. The warrants will be voted for on March 9th at the Talbot Gym. Stay tuned to the town website for more information about the election. Today, Renee Allen will be holding a town-sanctioned Zoom panel to discuss the creation of a pocket park to celebrate Black history here in Exeter. I spoke with her earlier this week to talk about the panel. Here is what she had to say.
So a group of citizens got together, and on this Friday night, we're going to have a free online Zoom webinar. It's going to be an info panel. There are 5 people on the panel who are going to discuss the pocket park. Basically, what we're trying to do is to make the hidden history of Exeter more visible. This history has always been there. It's just that it's kind of been swept under the rug, and we feel it's time to take it out. And the location that we're looking at is Swayze Parkway, right at the very head of Swayze Parkway on the other side of the street. This is where you never walk because there's not a sidewalk and there's not like grass or a crosswalk or anything. So it's almost like attached to the front sidewalk near St. Anthony's, that little section there. We just envision a couple benches and a little plaque or something. So it's just a nice space for contemplation on racial unity and what it means to you.
Is this a proposed project or is it going through at this stage? I'm not sure.
So this park is just a proposal right now. It's just a citizen project and we'd like to get your input. So please come down on Friday to the Zoom and join with us. So you may have just seen in the newspapers an article about a plaque that we just put up on a building at 127 Water Street. This is right next door to Water Street Bookstore on the Martin Family Enterprises building. That building is a historic Black-owned building. It was built and owned and operated by the Cutler family, and they lived upstairs for 2 generations, actually. So we just marked that in honor of Black History Month. So if you haven't seen that, stop by Water Street Bookstore, take a look to the left, and you'll see a shiny brass plaque. It's the first of its kind in Exeter.
Is there any resources you would recommend for people who would like to know more about Black history in Exeter?
Sure. If you're looking for more resources on Black history in Exeter, that's one of the aims of the park too, to get that out there more. So we would create a web page to go with it. But currently I have the information on my web page. There's a section on my web page, projects, and then it says Pocket Park. My website is rm-allen.com because, as you know, I'm an author. So I've got these 3 books. Here's the one that's coming out. And in these 3 books, I talk about this particular one, I talk about John Cutler, who we just did the plaque on. This one, I talk about Jude Hall, the Revolutionary Soldier. And this one, I talk about James Monroe Whitfield, the abolitionist poet. And these are all Exeter men.
The newly formed Police Stakeholders Committee survey is now live and they are accepting input. To take the survey, head to exeternh.gov and click Latest News. Up next, Blue Hawk Media with your SAU 16 update.
Everybody, I appreciate you indulging me for a few minutes to talk about our candidate to you. We had an excellent process, top to bottom, that Esther ran with a lot of professionalism. and the depth of it was equal to those that we've run in the past with somebody whose full-time job is dedicated to running searches. So first of all, make sure that we provide those public kudos for Esther and the way she ran it, because it really did transpire into having some really selected candidates. So I appreciate it.
Last night, SAU 16 Superintendent of Schools David Ryan and Blue Hawk Media shared a video to help people understand SAU 16's back to school and in-person learning process. They hope this will dispel any potential misinformation spreading on social media.
Good evening, SAU 16. My name is David Ryan. I'm the Superintendent of Schools. And I just wanted to send out a quick video update that includes a couple of slides from a slide deck that I created based on the email that I had sent this past Saturday, February 13th, where I updated all of our community members on the revised CDC guidelines in terms of reopening schools. Now, as you know, we have had our schools open since the very first day of September 9. However, we haven't had the in-person instruction every day that many, frankly, all of our families were hoping for, including myself. We opened up on September 9th with remote instruction. We then opened up on September 14th out in Brentwood at Swayze Central School, who went ahead with in-person instruction with about 60 to 65% of their student population. As you know, we phased in the remainder of our students in all of our schools through the course of November, then again in December at the middle school, and then in January at the high school. And so what I thought I would do tonight, based on the number of people that did not open the email that was sent on Saturday, and therefore has not seen or have not seen the information, I want to make sure that everybody has all of the up-to-date info, because I know that there's a lot of conversation happening on social media and there's a lot of misinformation out there. So I want to be able to provide for you the very facts and details that we're working with each day and where we stand right now. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to bring up this slide deck and present to you as best I can why we are where we are and what it is that we're doing to help get all of our students back into school where they belong.
If you'd like to see the full video from the superintendent, head to Blue Hawk Media's YouTube page. Well, it looks like that is going to wrap us up for this week. Our next episode is going to be March 5th. If you have any ideas for segments, in the meantime, let us know in our comments and let us know in our emails. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. I'm Hillary Donnell, and until next time, stay safe and have a fabulous weekend. On Friday, you can expect snow, with a high of 31 degrees and a low of 22 degrees. Saturday will be partly cloudy, with a high of 34 degrees and a low of 19 degrees. Sunday will be sunny, with a high of 34 degrees and a low of 13 degrees. On Monday, there will be mixed rain and snow showers. You can expect a high of 38 degrees and a low of 30 degrees.